Old Line Watches, checking out cool new straps. Hey there, welcome to another episode of Old Line Watches. With you as always is this guy right here, Jeremy, your old man from the Old Line state of Maryland. Today we've hit a little bit of a milestone. A few months ago, a viewer, Jim G, it was Jim G, yes, recommended, or was it Jim C? It was Jim. Recommended that I check out straps from a company called Hemsut, which is the one I bought here. It's a little beat up, but it's holding up well because, you know, Horween leather. And I posted a picture of it on the Instagram, and the nice people at Hemsut reached out and said, hey, you review stuff. How about we send you a strap and you review it? And I said, sure, that sounds great. So they sent me another one, and I'm going to do a little fashion show with both of them. But because of that, because I didn't pay for the second strap, I have to put this up there and you know, so either I am maintaining my integrity or becoming a complete sellout, depending on how you want to look at it. Either way though, it is the first time for me after that, so a little bit of a milestone. Cool, fun times. All right, so we're going to turn the camera on and have a little fashion show with all sorts of cool straps and watches and stuff. So let's do that. All right, so we've got here, excuse me, 6 20 mil watches. And up there we got 4 22s, and we're going to try them on our 22 and our older 20 and have a little bit of a fun fashion show. But before we do that, a quick wristwatch check. This is the Notice Retrospect, a California-based micro brand. Fantastically comfortable, keeps great time. Quite like it a lot. All right, now on to the show. I'll start right up here with a handy-dandy pilot watch from the wonderful people at San Martin. Well, I could totally leave all this boring parts in here and no one would ever know. Well, I would know, but yeah, okay. All right, so on the strap, it looks pretty good there. And on the wrist, it looks even better. That way that Horween leather looks distressed pretty quickly, but holds up its structural integrity for quite a long time is well known and well established, which is why so many brands use Horween for their leather. Because I did not know until pseudo recently that Horween wasn't a strap maker. They're just a tannery. They just supply leather to other companies that make stuff out of them, like watch straps. Next up is the Pagani Oyster Perpetual Homage in its Don't Call It Tiffany blue colorway. This in particular is one of my favorite combos. I've worn this quite a bit, and thanks to these quick release spring bars, there's not nearly as much editing involved as you might think. As you can see, it definitely accentuates quite well. Next up, we've got the dive style watch from RZE. This is the Endeavor. Is a titanium one here, so when you throw a titanium watch on a leather strap, it's basically gravity defying because it weighs so little. And with quick release spring bars and drilled lugs, makes it even better. Also a fantastic looking piece there. Let's slap it on and have a looky-loo. This is where I provide some sort of weird running commentary that doesn't have anything to do with anything, but mildly distracts you while I'm putting the watch on, so I have to do less editing of cutting out the parts where I put on the watches. Haha. And again, it's so far there isn't a bad look in the lot, but then again, I also kind of picked these assuming it was going to look good. I'm not trying to make anyone's stuff look bad on purpose. That'd be a little bit mean. Next up is our Le Sablier. Very excited to see how this one looks, because I'm not entirely sure how this one's going to play out, because this is kind of a more modern sport watch. So a vintage distressed looking strap might fall flat. Looks okay. Let's see it on the wrist though. That's really where it's gonna shine or fall. But let's have a happy doopy look-see here and see what we've got. Gotta be honest, not really feeling that one. Nah, I like the Le Sablier quite a bit. It is one of my favorite new pieces. I also very much like this strap, but sometimes it's not always, you know, peanut butter and chocolate, two great tastes to go great together. Up next, we got a vintage-inspired skin diver from Douglas/Woolbrook. Worn this quite a bit. As you can see, I got a couple scratches on the acrylic there. Haven't had a chance to polywatch it yet. Maybe we'll do a video on polywatching. Does anyone care to watch that? Sound off in the comments. Or don't. Then I'll definitely know no one wants to see that. Because frankly, watching someone polywatch is probably boring. But if my running commentary is entertaining enough, maybe it'll work out. We may find out. All right, as kind of expected, this one is quite a knockout. It looks really, really excellent. Last of our already distressed wear. Last one is the Hogger Commando MIL sub. I like this one because it's a little bit on the smaller side. I think it's a 38 mil, which is just fantastic for my 6 3/4 inch wrist, because I've never mentioned my wrist size on this channel before ever. And throwing it on here, let's see how it looks-y. Yep, gotta tuck the strap first. Almost done. Didn't quite time the talking with the swapping of strappy. All right, and that one, yeah, that one also is quite a knockout. Super, super like it, because this one actually came with a NATO, which I was not a huge fan of on this one. It looked okay, but like this is way better. This might just stay on there. And now for the one that they sent. I got a nice pliant leather. It does not say Horween on it. That doesn't necessarily mean anything, so I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I mean, it feels like good quality leather, so I am assuming it is, but you know, just pointing it out. And it came with a multi-tool that's got a pin pusher on one side and a spring bar tool on the other, and as well comes with 2 extra quick release spring bars because they are super thoughtful. All right, let's have a look at our 22s. We have the Dante from Mechanische Venenzienne, who are now Venenziense Coco. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I mangled it slightly on purpose. A hot little bronze and green number from 12X. A super outdoorsy, sport fieldy chrono thing from Seiko. And a nice retro vintage automobile instrument panel inspired Maxton V2. We're going to go ahead and start off with the Maxton since it's already in my hands. That makes things a little bit easier for me. This one's going to be a little tougher to get on because it is like fresh leather, so it's got a little bit of resistance there, but I think we're going to quite enjoy this little show here regardless. All right, so the Maxton, it looks good, it looks okay. It would look much better with a rally strap, which I have for this, but I usually leave it on the bracelet anyway because I am a big bracelet fan, as if you might not have ever noticed. All right, let's try our other chronograph, the more outdoorsy field style. Is that a 20? No, it's not a 20. Is that 21 or something? What is going on here? Having a little bit of a hard time here getting this one on. Let's see if we can't. Boy, oh boy, yeah, that's not I probably should have double checked that. I don't know. Is this this is, I don't know if that's a Thought it was a 20. Maybe it's like a 21 or something.
Scary Story Sunday.
I sat on my computer that's behind me and it turned on some weird YouTube garbage. All right. As if I'm not weird YouTube garbage. All right, moving on to the next one. That's just how things go sometimes. We're going to go with the Dante. I think this one's going to look pretty good because this one actually came with a black leather strap that had the design of the dial design that all the sins in from Dante's Hells on the leather. So I think this one's also going to look pretty swankorific here. Swankorific. Trademark and copyright. Old Line Watches. Not really. I'm just making things up. Boop-a-doo. All right. I'm still loving this watch, but yeah, not feeling that strap on it. Nah. No, this one's not doing as well as the other one was, but that's it is fresh. It does need a little time to get broken in. That's the nice thing about Horween is, you know, when you start breaking it in, start getting cool kind of color changes to it. You can already see it starting to a little bit from the layers underneath kind of starting to poke up. So we're going to go ahead and get it on this sweet little bronzo number here, where I do suspect it's going to look pretty good. That's the upshot of the whole tactical thing. You can go retro, you can go vintage, you can go modern. No matter what, it's probably going to look pretty tasty. But let's find out. Yeah, that's what I thought. That one looks pretty great. Very excited. All right, let's go back to where I'm looking at a camera instead of being behind it. Whoop, whoop. So that was our first paid promotion video. Hopefully we'll do more of them in the future. We'll see how this all plays out. I really don't know what I'm doing at all and making it up entirely as I go along. So we'll see what happens. But until next time, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. This has been your old man from the Old Line State, signing off.